Alright, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be walking through an example of starting my horse on the lunge. And so here with us today we have Chipper, who is the focus of this Standardbred retraining series. Chip is a 3-year-old pacing bred gelding, and this is his, you got a fly on you, buddy? Good boy. This is probably his 3rd or 4th session on the lunge. So to introduce lunging for the very first time, I usually just take them out in a halter. And you can probably guess that most standardbreds have been at least ground driven, so they tend to take to lunging very quickly. But I still start slow and make sure that they understand the expectations, and so if I wave the whip at their hind end, it means go forward, and if I put the whip on their shoulder, it means move out on the circle. And Chip really has taken to it quite well. If anything, he does have a tendency to kind of go out on the circle, which I don't mind because it's actually a lot easier for me to fix than a horse that wants to fall in and come on top of me. And I'm in my dry lot, which is fenced, or I mean has a barn, but is fenced on all 4 sides, and so I can use the walls to kind of guide him in which direction to go. He's very sensitive to moving forward off of my voice cues. Good. And most of the time when I'm lunging early on, most of the time is going to be spent in the walk. You may notice that I have a fancy piece of equipment on him. It is basically an exercise band around his butt and an exercise band under his abdomen. And those are just meant to encourage the horse gently to lift his back and step under himself, which I am using to build top line for Chipper. Because I haven't really been riding him and I want him to have a little bit more muscle before I start getting on his back. Out. Good boy. So yes, I've been doing a lot of lunging. I mean, I've not been doing a lot of lunging, but most of my lunging is happening at the walk. And today he feels very soft, like he understands the circles. He seems like he's really understanding the task. And so when he's good at the walk, I will go ahead and ask him to pop up to the trot. Chipper, trot. And I am lunging in a corner as much as I can. I am trying to take advantage of the walls to try to guide him on the circle that I want. Good boy. Good. Walk. Oh, good boy. I'm gonna do that exactly one more time. Good boy, Chipper. But that was really good. Ready, Chippy? Trot. Good boy. Walk. Good boy. Keep walking. And I'll just have him walk one more circle and then we'll change directions. Because Chippy is just such a baby, and lunging can be kind of small circles and it's very boring. Good boy. Oops, sorry, buddy. Anyways, it can be kind of boring and it can be kind of hard on them. So I try to take it, oh buddy, oh buddy. I try to take it very easy on them. and keep the session super short. All I really want him to learn is what my voice cues mean, so that way when I do get on him under saddle and I say something like T-R-O-T, can't say it right now because I don't want him to. When I say walk on, he'll walk on. When I say ho, ho, he'll know that I want him to stop. Walk on. Like, I just want to use this to teach him as much as I possibly can. Ho, walk. I just want to use this to teach him as much as I possibly can about what to expect in his job when he starts doing it. Good, Chippy. Good boy. And like I said, just a nice forward marching walk, and that's what we'll do until he's really sticking to the circle that I want. Good. Good boy, Chippy. Ho, buddy. Walk. Good boy. So I'm not asking him to pick up the trot, although he's so good at body language that I was about to. And I think he could sense that, and so he just got a little ahead of me. But I want to keep him walking quietly before I go ahead and ask him up to the T-R-O-T. Go on. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy, Chipper. And now that he's nice and relaxed and forward and staying on my circle, I'm gonna pop him up to the trot. Ready, Chippy? Trot. Good boy. Walk. Ooh. Walk. Good boy. Walk on. Good. And just like in the other direction, I am just going to do one more transition up. See if I can keep the circle a little tighter. Good. Good boy. And I love how soft his eye is, and I like how relaxed he feels. Oh. So yeah, that's pretty much what a lunging session will look like with Chip right now. Just trying to establish the boundaries of a circle, trying to teach him what my voice cues mean, and also trying as best as I can to keep it under 10 minutes. And I think I did. The next steps for lunging will be to introduce using the bridle. And then eventually I'd like to put side reins on him before I get on. I usually keep them adjusted very loose, especially for a green horse, just to introduce the idea of contact before I do it in the saddle. This is just one of the things that I'm doing to try to enrich Chippy and make sure he really understands what I'm asking him to do before I start to do it under saddle. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more Chippy content. Thanks for watching.